Faber-Castell Creativity for Kids, and we make all of these wonderful craft kit items that you may see behind you, or behind Meredith, I should say. And so with me today is Meredith. She is our expert in all things origami, so you are in good hands. And just remember, we're going to take it slow, but you can always rewatch the video once it's posted on the Michaels website. And if you need anything, just put a question in the Q&A chat box. Thank you, and Meredith, have a great class.
Yay, thank you. Hello, friends. Thank you, Michelle. I'm very, very happy to be with you today. And thank you for taking time to share the afternoon with me. Today, we are going to be going over our origami kit and crafting together and making some fun shapes using nothing but paper and then decorating them with stickers. So this is our origami kit, and let's open it up to see what's inside. All right, and let's get an overhead view. Great, thank you very much. So what we have here is our handy dandy instructions. And there are lots of different folds that we can make, all included in our instructions. We have our bunny. We have a frog, we have a jumping frog, a fish, a swan, a bow tie, a butterfly, a snake, and a cat. So we have all of those instructions that we can choose from today. So I hope you're excited to start folding some paper. And speaking of paper, these are the papers that come with our kit. They're all really bright. They're neon with all these different awesome patterns. So you can see lots and lots of different patterns are included. And if you do not have this kit, but you're following along, all you'll need is paper. The thinner the paper, the better. And we have ours cut in a square. So you'll want to have your paper cut in a square as well. And in here, let's grab some scissors and we can open up this bag here. This kit comes with stickers, and these stickers are eyes and little mouths and noses, little feet. And I think we have some little tongues for our snake and tongues for our frog. So we have a bunch of different fun stickers to put on our animal origami. I'll put that right over here for now. And finally, we have some string. And this string is very useful for our accordion flower that you can use as an ornament. Or you could always attach it to maybe your origami butterfly, and it could look like it's hanging or flying in the air. So it's up to you. So first, we're going to start with a very basic way to get to know how to fold the paper. And it's the first fold in our instructions here. I'm going to move our little creatures out of the way a little bit and open up our instructions. So here, if you're following along, there are some important little symbols that you'll want to know. This arrow with a little loop in it, that means to flip your paper over. The dotted line, that means to fold your paper. And then the arrow that looks like it's skipping forward and then skipping backward, that means to fold your paper and then unfold your paper. So when we come to those symbols, in the instructions, I'll point them out and we can do it together. So our first fold is the accordion flower, and that looks like this. So you will need a pair of scissors, so you can go ahead and grab those if you don't have any. And what we want to do is take a piece of paper. Let's see. I'm going to choose a green. Here we go. This green and orange neon paper looks really exciting. So our first step here is to lay the paper flat on your table. The next thing we're going to do is fold, I want to say about a 1/2 inch of your paper upward. And I'm going to show you a little closer here. So you can see our second step, it shows the paper being folded upward. And then you see all these dotted lines. So we said the dotted lines means you're going to fold the paper. So in step number 2, we're going to fold the paper up. And then in step 3, we're actually going to fold the paper downward. And in step 4, it's going to go back up, and we're going to keep doing up and down folds until we get something that looks like an accordion. So let's go ahead and I'll show you what that looks like. So when you're folding, I'm going to zoom in here a little bit. When you're folding, you want to try and keep the edge of your paper lined up with the rest of your paper. And if you're just starting this, you might need a little bit of practice to do it. But the straighter the fold, the easier design comes together. So we just folded, as step 2 says, we just folded our paper up. Now step 3, I'm actually going to flip the paper over and fold the same edge down just as much as I folded the first fold. So far, this is what it looks like from the side. You can see this one here was our first fold, and this one here is our second fold. All right, so I'm going to have to fold it again. So this time we can fold it down. So we're just folding it over itself, backward and forward. There's the side view again, until we do the entire paper. So I'm going to fold it backward. And then forward. So it's turning into that accordion fold, just like that. So we're going to just keep going until we do the entire paper. So back. And forward. So I just keep flipping it and just folding it down, because this seems to be the most efficient way to do it. And I'm going all the way across the paper to create a fold all the way across. All right, we're coming up to the end. I only have about 1 fold left. And great. So that wasn't too hard. So we created an accordion fold. And then this is what it looks like from the side. All right, so now what our instructions tell us to do in step number 6 is to cut right up the center of our paper.
And friends, just remember that if you miss a step, you can always go back and rewatch the recording and just hit pause so that it can go at your speed.
Right. Thank you, Michelle. So now we have 2 halves of our paper, and they're both accordion folded. Now let's go to step 7. Okay, step 7. Let's arrange our paper so it looks just like step 7. Now step 8, it says that we're going to fold our paper in half and then fold it back. So fold our paper in half and then unfold it. So this is what that looks like. We're going to put our finger right about where we think the middle is. And then we're going to take the end and fold it towards the other end, kind of move it until it lines up. And then push hard. And now we have a fold, just like that. So we're going to do it again. We're going to squeeze our accordion fold together, put it flat on our table, kind of guess where the center of the paper is. Bring one end of our paper over to the other side, kind of arrange it so it's nice and flat right here, and then push down nice and hard to keep that fold in there. Ta-da! All right, so now we have 2 halves of our paper folded in an accordion and folded in half. So let's see, number 9 says we're going to take one of our pieces of string and tie it right where we folded our paper in half. So I'm going to use this green string. All right, so we can put our one half and our other half and fold it to, or tie it together. Just a simple tie like this. And then I'm going to double knot it so it doesn't come undone. So tie it once again to keep that knot in there, just like that. And now it says for step 10 to move all of our little folds of paper apart so they become more spread out. So it'll look more like a flower. So we'll spread it out. Ooh, it's like a fan. And then we'll spread it out like that. That's so pretty. And then over here, spread it out. And right here, spread it out. There we go. So if you want to keep your, we'll call these petals of your flowers more spread out, you can always just put a little piece of tape to hold them together. So using our stickers, I think I'm going to do that. So we have these longer stickers right here. I'm going to use a purple sticker. And stick just the ends of our flower together. And you can just use tape if you don't have the stickers. Or if you don't want to use your stickers and you want to use tape, that's a-okay too. But we're just keeping our flower petals more open this way. And again, you don't have to do this. Whatever you want to do is perfectly correct. You are the artist, and together we're crafting, but you're able to do whatever you would like as the artist. All right, so we have our first fold all done. This is our accordion flower. Yay! Okay, we'll set that guy aside. Okay, so the next fold is to make a bunny, or we could make a cat. And I kind of want to make the cat. I'm going to point something out. So in our box, you're given an actual tiger that's made from the same fold as the cat. So our cat instructions are the same as the tiger. So you could make your cat into a tiger using the stickers. And also, if you do want to save this little fold, you can open up your box and have someone help you get it out of the tray, and you can have that one for you. Okay, so for our cat, let's choose a paper that we would like our cat. Oh, this one might be perfect. Or let's see, do we have any other ones? That one looks kind of like a frog. Ooh, polka dots. Well, it doesn't have to be what cats actually look like. So we could, if we wanted, give our cats scales like this. I think just for fun, I'm going to do that. All right, so here's our cat instructions. And we want our first, this is our first step. We want to lay out our paper to look just like this. So instead of having the paper like a square, we want to turn it so it looks just like this. So it looks more like a diamond. I'm going to zoom out a little. And we can see the instructions that way. Okay, so our first step is to fold the paper in the center, because that's where the dotted line is. And then fold the paper back, because we have that arrow that goes from one side of the paper and then back. So we're going to fold our paper in half. And when it comes to squares, it's easy to see where your center of your square is, because you just line up this tip with this tip. So you just line it up like that and hold it, and then you can put your finger over here to create that crease. Now we're going to run our finger up and down. Now we have our paper folded in half. But the first step says that we fold it in half and then we unfold it. So now we're going to unfold it just like that. So you can kind of see that fold is still in the paper. Now step number 2 says that we're going to do the same thing, but from the top of the paper to the bottom of the paper. And we're going to keep it folded. So we're just going to take the top and fold it in the center to the bottom. So it looks like this. We're going to take the top corner and bring it all the way down to the bottom corner. So it's nice and matched up. And then push down with your finger to hold it. And then we'll go from one side to the other side. Ta-da! So our paper should look just like it does in step 3. And it does. So far, so good. So now step 3 says that we're going to bring each corner to the center. We're going to fold each corner, each side corner to the center corner. So I'll show you what that looks like. So I'm holding the paper where our center fold is. I'm taking this little tip here and I'm going to bring it all the way down to the center corner. And press it down just like that. Now we're going to take the other side and bring it down to the bottom corner as well. So they get to meet in the middle, just like that. All right, I'm going to do that one more time just to show people. So step 3, we took one of our side corners right here, and we brought it down to the middle corner and created a nice crisp fold. And then we took the other side and we brought it down to the center and we folded it just like that. So let's see, does this look like step 4? Yes, it does. So here's step 4. Now step 4 shows us taking the top layer, those corners that we just brought down to the center. It shows that we are going to take those and fold them up. And you can see in step 5, you want the corner to be just beyond the edge of the paper. So here's step 5, and here's the corner going past the edge of the paper. So step 4 is where we are right now. And I'll show you how to do this. So for step 4, what we're doing is we're taking this corner piece and we're going to bring it up just like that. So it's beyond the edge of the paper. And that becomes our little cat's ear. And then we can fold it just like that. Now we want to do the same for this side. So since we're trying to match it up the same, we're going to fold it right here like we did the other side. So I'm going to put my finger there to keep it in place. And just like that, now we have our 2 ears. Hello. All right. So now step number 6. Oh, step number 5. Step number 5 is easy peasy. All we're going to do is fold this little corner piece here right up to the line that this made. I'm going to hold this up so you can see a little bit easier. So this little ear, he's got the edge of the paper right here. We're going to take this and fold it right over. So what that does is it holds this piece of paper in place. And origami is very smart like that. You're creating folds over top of other pieces of paper in order to hold them in place. So we're going to do that to the other side. So we're going to take this corner and fold it right here so it holds this in place. Just like that. Increase it. So this is what your paper should look like. All right, now step 6, we're going to take this corner, this top corner, and fold it down. So whenever you're doing origami, and there's all of these steps, you can always look at the step after the step you're on to make sure that you fold it correctly. So we're on number 6. And I can see on number 7 where the end of the paper should be. So I'll show you where it should be. So we're folding it down just like that. So I'll show you again. This top piece, we're going to fold it down here. So you can kind of see where it's creased already. So we're going to fold it down just like that. Now what we just created, I believe what we just created is the top of our cat's head. All right, so number 7 says we flip the paper over. So let's flip the paper over. Oh, I can already see. Here's our ears. Here's the top of the head. Now we're going to make our kitty cat's nose. So we're going to take this bottom edge, this bottom corner, and we're going to fold it upward. So let's see if I can show you on here. So number 8, we're taking this bottom edge and we're folding it upward. So up we go. Just like this. Now number 9, this one is a little bit tricky. So it says to fold the top layer down. So this is the top layer right here. And this is the bottom layer because there's two, it's like there's 2 pieces of paper. So we're going to take the top layer, which is this one, and we're going to fold it down. So we're going to fold it behind, and then we're going to fold this layer down like this. All right, so now we have almost a completed cat. What we need to do is add some stickers to make it look a little bit more like a cat. So let's find some cat eyes on here. Ooh, should we do these eyes? I think those will look like they're really glowing off of our neon paper. So we'll put some cat eyes on here. Here's 1. And here's 2. And then we also need a nose. So let's find a nose. Here's a nose. And there we go. So now we have our first cat. And the more you do these, the easier they become and the better you get at it. So this is our first cat together, and I can't wait to see what you create. I can't wait to see your cats. So there we go. All right, so let's see what else we have here. We have a frog. So we could do a frog. We could do a hopping frog. So this one actually jumps. I'll show you an example of that one. So this is our hopping frog. Hello. And if you push on his little bottom, he jumps forward. So maybe we'll do this one, but first we'll do our regular frog. So to do our regular frog, it's similar to our cat. So what we want to do is find a piece of paper and put it on our table like a square instead of a diamond. So let's find, I would like one that's blue and green. Here we go. Okay, so this time I'm going to start with our pattern facing the table. And that's important because sometimes, like with our cat, most of the design is underneath, so we don't see all the scales. But we're going to see if starting our paper with the design side down will actually show more of the design when it's finished. Okay, so for our frog, the first thing we're going to do is fold our paper in half and then fold it back. So we're going to fold it in half and we're lining up the corners here and line up the corner down here. Crease it. Now unfold it. And then we're going to do the same thing from the top to the bottom. So fold it. That. And unfold it. All right, so number 3, the next step shows us folding maybe about a little less than half of the bottom of the paper up. Usually it's a little more than half, like this. So you want to do the same thing for the top of the paper. So you can kind of see how much room is from this part of the paper to the center. You want to do the same thing on the top. So you can see, here's our fold right here. Here's the edge of the top of the paper. And here's the edge of the bottom of the paper. So number 5, you have to flip our page over. Number 5 says to flip the paper over. Okay. So number 6 says we're going to fold each side of the paper to the center and then unfold it. So let's do that. So we're going to fold this side of the paper to the center. Let's see, where is our center line? Our center line is right here. Okay. So we're going to fold this side of the paper to the center line. Here we go. And unfold it. Now we're going to do the same with this side. Here's our center line. So we're going to fold it. It's a little harder to see with the pattern. So we're going to fold it and then unfold it. So now we have something like this. Okay, so the next thing, we're going to fold about 1/4 inch of the top of our paper down. So just like this. And we're going to line it up on the side here. And line it up on the side there. And push down just like that. So now what we're going to do is we are going to, with the left finger, hold the paper down at an angle. Okay. So it shows us putting our finger up in here and then opening up our paper just like that. Just like that. And that's a little bit tricky. So you might have to practice this a little bit. So I'm going to do that again. So our paper is folded just like this. And then we are going to put our finger right up in here and fold it down just like that. And then we're going to do the same. Oh, I think we're going to continue on this side. Just like that. And fold it just like that. So now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to put our finger in here and push it up just like that. And then bring it right to the center. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is simple. We're going to fold each corner of our paper in, just like this. And then it says to flip our paper over. And these little areas up here have become our frog's eyes. So let's find some eyes that, let's see, I think these purple eyes would look nice as our frog eyes. So we'll put the eyes on here, like that. And just like that. And now this has become his mouth. So we do have a swirly type of a tongue that kind of represents when a frog's tongue goes out and it catches a fly. So I'm going to put that tongue on our frog. A ribbit, just like that. So it kind of looks like he's smiling. Yay! All right, so now we have our cat and our frog and our accordion flower. Cool. All right, let's see what's next here. How about our hopping frog? I like this one because you can play with it afterwards. So for this one, we only need half of a piece of paper. So an easy way to get half of a piece of our paper is to, well, first let's choose which one we want. I think this one will be really fun. I haven't done this before. So, okay, to get half of our piece of paper, we're going to fold it in half. Just like that. And I'm going to fold it the other way too, in half. So I just flipped it over and I folded it right on the fold that I just made. And now you can kind of rip your paper and it should rip right down your fold. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, you can always just use your scissors and cut right up in the center of the paper. All right, so I'm going to keep this half over here and save it for later. All right, so for our hopping frog, the first thing we're going to do is fold our paper in half and then unfold it. So we're going to fold it in half, just like that. And like always, I'm just lining up the top and the bottom corners and then pushing down on the center to create that fold. And then we're going to unfold it. All right, step 2. We're going to take the side corner of the paper and fold it all the way across the center to the other side and then unfold it. So I'm going to keep my finger right where we're going to fold it, right here. And take this corner and fold it all the way like that. All right, I'm going to show you again. So what we need to do, I'm putting this finger where the fold is going to be. right in this corner. And then I'm going to grab this opposite corner over here and fold it all the way across and push down. And then it said unfold it. Now we want to do the same thing for the other side. So I'm going to hold my paper right where I want it to fold. Take this corner and bring it across. And then push down. Like that. And then it says to unfold it. All right, so what we've created is kind of like a little bit of a cross like that. So like a diagonal. So step number 3 says that we're going to fold the paper backwards, right where all of those folds intersect. So right in the center point, we're going to fold our paper backwards, just like that. And then unfold it. So now your paper looks like this. It's got this cool, like, little, I don't know, area that is almost like a little bowl, but it's not. All right, so the paper is naturally kind of folding inward on the sides. So what we're going to do is allow it to fold inward like this and bring it together. And then we're going to squash it down. All right, let me show you that again. So the paper, after we folded it backwards and then unfolded it, it had this natural crease in it that wanted to make the paper go inward like this. So we're letting it go inward, and then we're going to smush it down. Now what we're going to do is we're creating the frog's front legs. So we're going to find the center of our paper right here. And we're going to fold just this top part up and out like that. Kind of like when we made the cat ear. So it's going beyond the edge of our paper. I'm going to hold with my other finger and get just this top part and fold it up, trying to match the angle of this fold. So now we have 1, 2 front frog legs. All right. Now what we're going to do, we're going to fold each of these sides to the center. So I'm going to hold it right where we want it to fold and fold the side. Just like that to the center. And over here, do the same thing. Find the side and fold it to the center. Just like that. Now we're going to fold the bottom up almost all of the way to the top, but not quite. So here's the bottom of my paper right here. So we're going to fold it just like that. And then we're going to fold this part down just so it meets the bottom edge of the paper like that. So we can already see that if we flip this over, it looks like our other frog. They're frog friends. Hello. All right, so in order to make it look more like a frog, we need to put some eyes on it. And again, if you don't have this kit at home, that's okay. You can either even just use pencil or a marker, and you can draw your own eyes on. So this froggy will be looking upward, like that. So now you can push his little legs out, and you just kind of flick this fold right here, and he jumps forward. So if you and a friend both make your jumping frogs, you can have races. So that's super cute. I really like that one. Okay, maybe we do one more. So we have a swan, we have the snake, we have the fish, or we have the butterfly.
Meredith,
Yeah.
we have had a request for the bunny,
Oh,
but I'm not
sure.
sure if we'll have enough time for that one. What do you think?
I think we can do the bunny. Yeah, so let's go back to the bunny. Michelle, thank you for letting me know. And thank you, friend out there who requested the bunny. So let's go ahead and grab a piece of paper. I'm going to do this blue and pink one. And what we're going to do is, just like our instructions, instead of it looking like a square, we're going to turn our paper to make it look like a diamond. Now we're going to fold one side of the paper over to the other side. Just like this. I'm so happy we had a request out there. Thank you for letting us know.
And Meredith, we've had a couple requests to do the snake, but I'm not sure if we'll have enough time, but maybe if we do these somewhat fast, we can get through both of them.
Okay, I do know this snake might take a little bit longer, but you can always go online and look up how to do the snake fold if we don't get through the bunny with enough time. Yeah.
Good suggestion.
Okay, great. All right, so step number 2, we're going to take this edge and we're going to fold it in just a little bit. So I'm going to actually turn the paper this way because it's a little bit easier to just fold it down. So just showing you again, I'm just folding it down maybe about the length of your fingernail, which is about, for me, a 1/2 inch, just like that. So now we have one little fold. All right, so now I want to match it up so it looks like our instructions again. So, whoop. All right, so step 3, we're going to fold the top down and then unfold it. So I'm going to fold the top down and we're matching up our corners here. So we want to match these corners up and push down in the center, go all the way over. And then it said to unfold it. Okay, so number 4 says to turn it just like we did earlier, but turn it this way so it's pointing up. Now we're going to take each of these corners and fold it towards the center. So I'm holding it here where I want the paper to fold, and I'm going to fold it up towards the center. And I think if you guys have been following along, you probably know that this is going to turn into a bunny ear. All right, so now we're going to do the next one. I'm holding it where I want the paper to fold. And you bring it up just like that. I think I need to bring it up just a little bit more. Okay. Now, step 6, and this is an easy one. We're going to just fold this tip upward. And this is one of those folds that we're doing to keep the paper in place. There we go. Now we're going to flip our paper over. Yep, here's our little bunny ears. All right, so we're going to take this top part, and since bunnies don't really have points on the top of their head, we're going to fold this top corner. We're going to fold it down and back. So just like this. And it should look like that. So now here's the top of our bunny's head. Here's our bunny's ears. And we have our bunny, the side of our bunny face. And all we need to do now is add stickers to make it look more like a bunny. So these stickers are definitely bunny face stickers. So I'm going to take one of those, put it right here. And then we need 2 little bunny eyes. I think these look very cute as bunny eyes. Doop. And doop. All right, well, it looks like we do have a couple more minutes, so we can at least get started on our snake. But you might have to finish it by looking at some instructions online. So let's go to our snake instructions. All right. So for our snake, we're going to start by putting our paper like a diamond. We're going to use this green snake paper. So let's put our paper like a diamond. And then we're going to fold it in half upwards. And then unfold it. Just like that. Now we're going to fold the top corner to the center. Just like this. And we're going to fold the bottom corner to the center, just like that. So it should look like this. Now we're going to do it again. We're going to take the top and we're going to fold it towards the center again. And we're going to take the bottom and fold it upward to the center, just like we did the top. So it should look like this. Now we're going to do, once again, just like we did in step 4. Step 5, we're going to take the top and fold it towards the center. And we want to leave a little bit of space in there. Because sometimes when you fold paper, it takes up more space than you realize for the next fold. So we have a little bit of space in between here. So next, we're going to fold it in half, just like this. All right. So step number 7, we're going to take this end and fold it upward at an angle and then fold it back. So I'm going to show you nice and slow. You're going to get your finger up underneath the paper and fold it up like that. So we're gonna push down really hard and then unfold it. We're gonna do the same thing, but this time closer to the end. So we're gonna fold it up like this. And unfold. All right, guys, we might do it. We might make it. All right, this is where it gets a little bit complicated. What you have to do is you have to put your finger in between the paper here, just like this. Kind of put your thumb in there, and with your thumb and your finger, kind of push it open like that. So I'll show you again. Right where we creased our paper the first time, the first fold, we're going to put our thumb in there all the way up to that fold as much as we can go. And then take our pointer finger, put it on the outside, and kind of make it go inside out. Just like that. And push back. So this is creating the neck of your snake. And it's just like that. Kind of have to squeeze it so it stays. Now the next thing you do is the same type of thing. You put your finger in here where you made that second fold and squeeze it and bring it down just like that. So now you have the head of your snake. All right, and if you want your snake to stand like this snake does, hello, all you have to do is fold the body of the snake in a couple little zigzags like that. So it will stand. So here's our snake. And of course, you can find some eyes on here and our snake tongue. So that was a great recommendation. That was a great request, both of you. Thank you very much for joining me today. I'm hoping that you had as much fun as I did. And I can't wait to create with you the next time. So please go on michaels.com and see what classes are coming up next. I hope you had fun crafting with me. Bye. Have a good day.
Bye, friends. Thank you.